Hey guys, it's the Gemmy Fan here on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and what we have here today to show you is something pretty unique and pretty uncommon, I'd say. This is the animated singing Christmas penguin trio. This one was made in, I believe, 2002. Let me check just to make sure. Yeah, 2002 by Gemmy, of course. And these weren't really widely distributed. I don't think I ever saw one of these as a kid. But I know that they were also distributed with several other sets. I believe that they had a Three Dogs version. I know they had a deer. They had a deer version because the deer is based off of an inflatable. They sit on the sleigh and then they move their heads and talk. And like I said, the only other two that I personally know of is the deer version and then the dog version. But this is the penguin version. These three penguins, two are on igloos and one's just on the snow. And I'll zoom in on it later so you can get a better look at its animation. I picked this up on eBay for 10 bucks plus around maybe $5 shipping. It wasn't anything. I paid an excellent price for this because no one really was after it. So I was like, hey, this thing looks pretty unique because I heard like all three of the mouse moves. I was like, wow, this thing's definitely something. So I just decided to pick it up and check it out. And I'm very much glad that I did. Especially it's very unique. It's missing the front window. The box is missing the front clear window piece with the try me option area. And but yeah, other than that, the box is in not so good a shape. But at least I can say it has the dang box. But we'll check out the box first. It says Singing Christmas Trio. Try me. Push the button on the base, as it would say in every other box at that time. It says this animated trio sings your favorite holiday tunes. Also motion activated, and I'll get to that in a minute. It has a small little description here. It says, these characters are quite the performers. Watch as the lead and backup singers entertain you with their favorite holiday tunes. 2002, Gemmy Industries Corporation, battery instructions, stuff of that matter. Now moving on to the penguins themselves. Now here's one thing that gets me. I like the motion activation, but as far as the way these things were made, they wouldn't last very long if this thing was on constant motion activation. Because as you can see, the larger penguin, like I said, it does move its head back and forth, and that the way that it's designed, it kind of pulls on that wire a lot unless you extend it. But still, when you extend it, it puts pressure on it because when it reaches the end, the two plastic pieces touch, and the stopper and the other plastic pieces touch, and that squeezes the wire from back and forth. And that's what I'm about to tell you guys is that when I first received this, the wire completely pulled off. It worked for about 5 minutes. But then when the head pulled the wrong direction, it pulled off completely, so I had to completely extend the wire and rewire back to that little motor. Now these motors, when I say micro motors, they are micro. Like you will never see any motors probably tinier than these, especially the ones that go in the other penguins, but because the other penguins' mouths move as well. This sings Happy Holidays and Most Wonderful Time of the Year. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's a little bit dirty. I didn't really get the chance to clean it too much before this review. I basically just kind of wiped it off a little bit, wiped the dust off. But like I said, it's really cool and detailed. All these lights light up on the bottom of the igloos. The penguin's mouth move up here. Both of those do. And this penguin's head moves as well as the mouth. And as you can see, they're very detailed. Pretty well made, honestly. And yeah, that's pretty much all to say about this guy. So without further ado, we'll show it to you.
Happy holiday! Happy holiday! Happy holiday! Happy holiday! While the merry bells keep ringing, happy holiday to you! Happy holiday! Happy holiday! Happy holiday! It's the holiday season, and Santa Claus has got a toy for every good girl and good little boy. Santa's a great big bundle of joy when he's coming down the chimney down. When he's coming down the chimney down. It's the most wonderful time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful
want to say, I love the animation on these guys for sure. And we'll play the other song one last time before we conclude this review.
Happy holiday. Happy holiday. While the merry bells keep ringing. Happy holidays to you. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. It's the holiday season, and Santa Claus has got a toy for every good girl and good little boy. Santa's a great big bundle of joy when he's coming down the chimney down. When he's coming down the chimney down.
So, with that being said, I guess that concludes this review over the Gemmy Animated Singing Christmas Penguin Trio. Thanks for watching.